Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wintercrest Park for CTN's coverage of American Legion Baseball. Tonight, the Coon Rapids Post 334 squad welcomes the team from Rogers Post 531. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind the plate tonight, and a beautiful evening for baseball. There was some wet weather down south of us in the cities, but never made it up here to the north.
Yeah, it is. It's, I thought it was going to be a little more, maybe a little more humid. It's not too bad. A little bit of a breeze blowing in towards us, but if you look at the flag in center field, it's fairly calm.
Take a look at the Rogers lineup to start. Ryan Davidson, the center fielder, will lead them off, followed by the catcher Caleb Reese. Hunter Zwack is hitting third. And this is the name we are going to have so much fun saying all night. The pitcher, Nash Dazzle.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great baseball name.
Mike Terraz is the left fielder hitting fifth. Drew Sagehorn behind him. Ryan Goff in the 7 spot. Tony Tuttle and Jake Moss round out the order for the Rogers team.
Danny Matthews gets the start for Coon Rapids. Got a 5-0 record, Joe, coming into the game. A 3.32 earned run average. And, you know, this is a team, 22 wins on the season. They always play a lot of ball. And they just came off the Gopher Classic where they had a couple of losses in that series. But an opportunity for them to get a couple of wins before the playoffs start.
Always nice to get in a lot of baseball during the short summer months here in Minnesota, and they have a strong defense behind them because of all the ball that they play. Mike Zimbak, Jake Hansen, and Cody Thompson in the outfield. Ray Wellner is at third. Matt Essler is the shortstop. Domovic and Lewis on the right side of the infield. Justin Reeves is behind the plate doing the catching, and as you mentioned, Danny Matthews will start on the hill.
And this is a Rogers team that comes into the season 8-6 record, plays in the Wright County League. They're coming off a tournament in St. Louis Park where they finished second. And this is Coach Ryan Golden told me that they've had a pretty good summer so far. Looking to get some good game in here tonight against a very good Coon Rapids Post 334 team. You and Jeremy Smith, I know, did some Metro baseball.
We did on Monday,
Yep.
in a good game, a big come-from-behind win for the Redbirds to keep themselves atop their conference. And some good baseball. We saw a lot of names very familiar with. And we will have an opportunity to do a couple more here the week after next, including a battle on the 31st with the Blaine Fusion that features a lot of former Coon Rapids names, some so recent as this year's graduates.
Absolutely. Well, I looked at the standings in that league, and Coon Rapids has a better record than Blaine does in the conference, but Blaine a better record overall. They're a pretty good hitting ball club. It should be a lot of fun, and I know we do a game. I believe it's against St. Francis on the 27th.
Monday of that week.
Yep. So we have a couple of Redbird games coming up, and you had a great chance to see him. I'm excited to see him.
Well, and this is a special evening here at Wintercrest because for Tom Yell, this is his final home game as the manager of the Legion squad after so many years.
Yeah, 36 seasons as the Post 334 manager. It's going to be awful big shoes to fill for the next person taking his spot.
Well, and in just a fixture here at Wintercrest Park, he does much of the field maintenance. He's also the head coach of Anoka Ramsey.
He's a great guy.
He spent a lot of years writing for the Coon Rapids Herald, doing sports for them. And one guy I can look at and say, okay, I may have a pretty busy, crazy, wild schedule, but I'm not sure I'm quite as busy as Tom Yell.
I think you are correct, but and again, we thank him for all his service that he's done for us over the years. He's been shared opportunities, shared names of managers with me that I normally wouldn't be able to find, so I always appreciate that.
And we are just about ready to start playing baseball. One interesting change for Metro Baseball, only a single umpire.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting.
So nice to see someone back on the bases, and of course it's wooden bat as well.
Right.
Here we've got the composites, and the Rogers squad, hoping they can get their bats hot right off the bat here in the top of the first inning.
Coon Rapids team fighting a little illness this week. Both Connor Boone, I know, I'm not sure that he's in the dugout. He wasn't feeling great, and Danny Matthews wasn't feeling great, but fortunately he's out here tonight.
Davidson fouls the fastball back to the backstop, and that'll even the count at 1-1. This one in on the hands, a little nubber into the middle of the infield. He's going to try to beat it out, and the throw pulls Lewis off the base. And that'll be an infield single for Ryan Davidson. Just pure hustle and a little bit of luck on one. He just muscled off of the handle over the pitcher, and it died in front of short.
Yeah, that grass is a little deep there, so that ball fell, and you can see him pulling Lewis off the bag. And that's the way that the Royals, or as they call it, they believe the post 443, I believe. Am I correct? Truck? They're leaving me out to
So
dry.
a man on with nobody out. Caleb Reese, the catcher, will dig in. Lefty versus lefty. And a good fastball in for a strike.
Well, they're 531. I was close. I was getting there. I was in the 400s, so I was getting up to 5.
I think you started to say 334.
Well, no, I said post 334 for Coon Rapids, but I may have, anything's possible.
Actually, I think you're all right, because since the front of their jersey does say Royals,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're all right calling them the Royals.
I'm going to call them the Royals.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair game. 0-1 pitch. Driven to center. In on it is Hansen, but it's going to fall in front of him. Back-to-back singles, and Rogers got a little something cooking here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, and this is the way they wanted to start, coming out here on the road. And, this final home game, as you mentioned, for Coach Yell, a couple of back-to-back solid single there.
Reeves out for a quick word with Dan Matthews.
And the Royals have something cooking.
Matthews taking his time, looking in, and now comes set. This one hit to the left side. Nice stop at short. They get the out at 2. Lewis can't dig it. Lost the handle on it. The front runner is going to come home to score. Good heads-up base running by Ryan Davidson.
Yeah, solid base running. He realized the ball was in the dirt and came in front of Lewis and able to take home and score the first run of this game.
Essler fields it cleanly.
Yep.
Good flip to Demovic. The throw is a little bit short, and then Lewis just thought it skipped over him when it was in front of him. And good eyes by Ryan Davidson to scamper home. And Ash Dazzle will step in and look at a pitch outside.
Always an opportunity to help your cause when you're the pitcher and you've got a runner on base, already a 1-0 lead. Essler getting the start over at short. Wojo not here today. He's a little banged up.
And I'm sure that is not what the Rapids wanted, but of course, depending on the nature, I'm sure it's not what the UMD Bulldogs like to hear.
Definitely not.
Of their incoming freshman. So 2-0 to Nash Dazzle. This one skied out of play. Shapiro on the run, makes the dive. Oh, you were so close.
I was so close, but yet so far. Even with the sling, I still have it.
Count goes to 2-1. Without the sling, you probably get under that one.
Oh, I would have
make it look easy.
I would have caught it, been back here before you had a chance to say anything about it.
This one high to left, backing off is Thompson, and that's a can of corn.
Yeah, it is. It took a while to get down.
Big first out or second out for the Rapids squad. Runners at the corner, or runners at first. One run across. I was doing so well, I almost made it through a full half inning before getting all tied up.
Why would it be any different?
Mike Terraz, the hitter now, trying to keep this inning alive for the Royals. They'll check the runner, and Zwack is back in time.
Zwack is back.
High drive down the line to right. Long run for Zimbeck, and it's going to fall in front of him in fair territory. Gets it in quickly. It'll be a single for Terraz, but it'll move Zwack to third.
Yeah, again, a nice piece of hitting by Terraz as he's able to get Zwack over to third. And really, Rogers has done a nice job in this inning of getting on base. Unfortunately, just one run so far to show for it.
Sixth hitter of the inning is the shortstop, Drew Sagehorn. Matthews trying to stop the bleeding here in the top of the first. 2 out runners at the corners. Pitch is in there for a strike.
Nice offering from Danny Matthews.
Little check swing foul, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back.
This one chopped to the right side. Waiting on it is Domovic. The throw to Lewis in plenty of time to end the inning. Leave 2 stranded. 1 across for Rogers. They have the early lead, but the Rapids come to the plate when we return on CTF.
Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom.
It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Three hits for Rogers in the top of the first inning, but only 1 run on the board. And Coon Rapids, its first opportunity to respond here.
The Post 334, pretty good hitting ball club.
Here's a look at how they will come to the plate. Cody Thompson leading off, followed by the catcher Justin Reeves. The heavy hitter Joe Lewis in the 3 spot, followed by Mike Zimbeck, Jake Hansen, Ray Wellner, Matt Essler, Tate Andrews, and finally the second baseman Jake Domovic.
Coon Rapids team coming off a 9-7 win last evening against Cold Spring. They will head to Jamestown this weekend for the annual Phil Brown Classic. You know, you're familiar with that. Didn't you play in that one year?
Pitch up high to Cody Thompson, 1-0.
Then they
the
come
Jamestown
home.
tournament,
Yeah.
is that the Wood Bat tournament?
No, I don't believe that is. It's at Jack Brown Stadium, though. You know, the famous Jack Brown Stadium.
High fly in foul territory and out of play. Good hustle by the first baseman Ryan Groff over for a look, but well out of reach.
Thompson hitting 270 as he steps to the plate. And we know he has wheels, no doubt. Good leadoff hitter for this Post 334 squad.
Fastball misses down and away, 2-1. Off-speed pitch fouled out of play, and it's 2-2.
This, of course, tonight is a 9-inning contest, Joe Yund. The lights will come on eventually here.
That one down in the dirt, and it loads the count. And Dazzle in danger of walking the leadoff runner. This one hit to the right side. Moss fields, throws to Groff, and there's one away.
Nice job working that 3-2 count and getting Thompson to ground out for the first out of the inning.
So look at that defense. Moss, the second baseman, getting that assist to Ryan Groff, the first baseman, on the first out. Drew Sagehorn is at short. Hunter Zwack, the third baseman. Tony Tuttle, Ryan Davidson, and Mike Terres patrol the outfield grass. Caleb Reese is behind the plate, and Nash Dazzle on the hill.
Love it.
Tried to get Justin Reeves to offer at a curveball down and away. Won't get the first pitch strike. He'll come back with a fastball that's hit back through the middle. Nice backhanded snap by Moss. They throw across in time, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, nice play by Jake Moss. That ball was hit deep to the other side, to that side of the bag, and Moss makes a nice play on it, backhands it, and then the nice throw over to Groff for the out.
Pitch for a called strike to start Joe Lewis out 0-1.
Lewis hitting 337 as he steps to the plate.
Pitch in the dirt, bounces to the catcher Reese. A good pitch.
Yeah, nice pitch.
Right in there. And gets Dazzle back in the driver's seat. 1-2. Trying to finish Coon Rapids 1-2-3 here in the bottom half of the first.
Yeah, a couple of nice fielding plays by Moss, especially the second one. See if he can get out of this inning quickly. Get his team back to the plate.
This one back up the middle, right over the bag almost. And a seeing eye single for Joe Lewis. Put it exactly where he needed to get on base and continue the inning.
You see it right back up the box. Not much Sagehorn or Moss could do on that. Joe Lewis is the first base runner so far of the game for Coon Rapids.
Well, now Mike Zimbeck hoping to start a little bit of a rally. Falls back a letter high fastball.
He's had a hot bat as of late, hitting 365 on the season as the cleanup hitter.
That one misses high, 1-1. Pitch misses outside and low. 2-1.
Well, Zimbeck's going to be patient at the plate and look for his pitch. Dazzle trying to keep that ball down low. Didn't do that one in a good take.
Well, I knew the fastball was coming. Dazzle pitching out of the stretch pretty well, but when he went to the fastball, went back to the windup. Gets off a nice little breaking pitch with that stretch pitch, though.
Oh, nice snag by head coach Tom Yell.
Still got it.
He still has it. Bare-handed.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
Nope.
It's just a baseball. Full count. Lewis will be off with the pitch with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Skied out of play, and we'll do it again.
Rapids would love the opportunity to keep this inning going here. 2 relatively quick first outs, or 2 outs in this inning, and
This one hit toward the gap and through a great AB for Mike Zimbeck. Lewis will take a big turn at second, but no chance he's going to try and push past there. And now it'll be Jake Hansen.
Jake's been hitting the ball well this season, 377 as he steps to the plate. 23 hits and 61 at bats.
This one hit toward that same hole. Nice snag by Zwack. The throw to Moss at the bag at second will end the inning. So Coon Rapids gets a couple of 2-out hits, but a nice defensive play at the end will keep them scoreless. Rogers back at the plate with a 1-0 lead to start the second after this.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Back at Wintercrest Park, set to start the top of the second inning. Rogers a 1-0 lead as Coon Rapids tried to rally with 2 outs, but came up just short in their half of the first.
A little, not a bad little crowd here this evening for a Legion baseball game on a somewhat humid Wednesday evening.
Bottom third of the order due up for the Royals. First baseman Ryan Groff leading off against Dan Matthews. First pitch hit toward the hole and through. And a quick base runner for Rogers. Fourth hit of the ball game, and he's going to catch the Rapids napping, and then another throwing error, and Big Daddy's stretching this one into a triple.
That was a long run for him.
That was
heads up base running.
Yeah, just
it forced that throw at second, which was wide, and got him over to third.
that's what happens when you're not paying attention and getting the ball back in quickly.
So I assume it's a suicide squeeze here. You never know.
He runs pretty well for a big guy.
That's what I'm saying.
But I guarantee when he hit that grounder through the hole on the left side, he wasn't thinking triple. Pitch is down and away to Tony Tuttle. In the scorebook, I'm going to give him a single.
I think you should.
And he's going to advance to. Oh, absolutely! He's going to advance to second on the throw, and he will advance to third on the error. Tuttle chops this one to short, fielded by Essler. They'll be out at first, but Groff, thanks to the heads-up base running and the error, will come across and it stretch that lead for the Royals to 2-0.
No, that's great hustle. Great hustle for a big man specifically. And, he saw that opportunity to take second. And we talked about forcing that throw. There's the ground ball to Essler. No other place to go but first for the out. And Groff's going to score run number 2 for the Royals.
Fastball in for a strike to Jake Moss, the second baseman, hitting in the 9th spot tonight for the Royals. A bit of a late swing, and it's fouled out of play down the right field line. 0-2.
Trying to work that outside portion of the plate a little bit to the outside.
Missed down and away, can't get Moss to reach. He's got room in the count now at 1-2. Matthews faced 6 batters, gave up 3 hits and a run in the first inning. This one chopped to the second baseman. Deep in the hole is Domovic. Nice throw to get the out for the second of the inning.
Yeah, the way that ball was hit, as you mentioned, deep into the hole, it made that play a little closer at first base that originally looked like it may have been.
And now back to the top of the order, Ryan Davidson. Singled and scored in the first. Pitch down low, 1-0. Sky.
Almost.
Just out of your reach.
Sometimes you just want to be Stretch Armstrong. Just sit in your chair and reach up to the top of the backstop, catch it, bring it back down. Wouldn't that be fun?
Just once.
Yeah, just one time.
High fly, right side, underneath it, Domovic. He makes the catch. And that will end the inning, but good heads-up base running by first baseman Ryan Groff, forcing an error. And that brings home another run. Rogers up 2-0. Coon Rapids batting in the bottom of the second after this.
So I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Dog days of summer to be certain, but fortunately a little bit of a breeze and the clouds have rolled back in, and that's kind of killed a little bit of the humidity this evening, and it's a very pleasant evening at the ballpark as long as our small winged friends stay away.
Yes, let's hope that's the case.
We had just enough wind here on Monday night to really keep them from being a problem at all. Ray Wellner will lead things off for Coon Rapids here in the bottom of the second inning. His team trailing by 2. Fouls off the first pitch. Nash Dazzle gave up a couple of hits with 2 outs, but able to get another ground ball. That one tied him up a little bit as Wellner swung at a pitch rising up and in.
Wellner hitting .458. Leading hitter on the squad.
Fouls this one back out of play.
There's 22 hits and 48 at-bats.
It's a decent average.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad from your number 6 guy.
Yep.
Speed pitch is high, but Dazzle's got an 0-2 count, and now 1-2. This one right belt high, belted back up the middle past a diving Jake Moss, and a leadoff single for Ray Wellner.
Jake Moss has been active here so far early this evening. Had a couple of nice opportunities in the first inning, and now a diving attempt here in inning number 2. The way Ray Wellner gets on with a leadoff single.
Pitch is up high to Matt Essler, 1-0.
Essler hitting .280 as he steps to the plate. Nice pitch there.
Kind of froze Essler. And it's 1-1. Another off-speed pitch falling outside, 2-1. And now outside, 3-1.
Wellner with a small lead off the bag at first.
Big pitch here for Dazzle, and he'll step off. This one kind of in on Essler, fielded by Moss. The turn by Sagehorn is not in time. A fielder's choice will put Matt Essler at first instead of Ray Wellner.
A routine ground ball for Jake Moss. An easy turn to second to get that lead runner. But Sagehorn not able to get it over in time as it throws off the bag. And
well,
Essler's well past
already,
it.
yeah, I was going to say Essler's already out of the screen. So good 3 steps beyond. Good speed. Tate Andrews, the DH, steps in. First pitch swing and foul out of play.
Tate's hitting .235 on the season. Big hit in that game we did against Anoka last week.
Pitch in the dirt, goes off the umpire, and you're not going to catch Essler. He's over to second pretty easily on the wild pitch. One and one to Andrews. Dazzle brings it, and it's in for a strike.
Good fastball there. Andrews keeping that bat on the shoulder. Now Dazzle ahead in the count, 1-2.
Another fastball gets him swinging for out number 2.
I like location of that pitch. Again, low in the zone. And Andrews swinging over top of it.
Well, and tying him up too. Watch this break, that pitch break back inside to the right-handed hitters. A lot of them just seeing that pitch out over the plate, and then it's in on the handle before they know it. Jake Domovic will dig in. Runner at second base. 2 away now. And a pitch at the knees for strike 1.
Jake hitting .245. I'm sorry, .345 on the season. We don't want to slight his average by 100 points. 20 base hits and 58 at-bats. Looking to see if he can keep this inning going with a runner in scoring position.
Pitch down in the dirt. Nice stop by Reese. Domovic tempted by the pitch up high, but wisely keeps his bat on his shoulder. Ahead in the count out, 2-1. 2 out, runner at second base is Matt Essler. Coon Rapids trailing 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning.
You talked about Essler's speed, a hit to the outfield. Could
this one, a high chopper right over the mound. Deep behind second base is Moss. Throw is in the dirt. And a nice stop by Groff as Essler had rounded third and was keeping a close eye on what was happening across the diamond. But that'll keep runners at the corners and flip the Rapids order back to the top.
Yeah, tough out for Moss. He's deep behind the bag at second to make that throw.
Yeah, if that gets another 3 or 4 feet away, I wouldn't have been surprised to see Essler try and make it home.
Yep.
Curveball is called a strike. Cody Thompson behind in the count, 0-1. He grounded out to second base. His first time up. Slaps that one foul down the first base line, and it's 0-2. Dazzle trying to pull another magic act and leave the Rapids stranded with a couple of runners and protect his lead.
Well, granted, it's early, but a good opportunity here for Coon Rapids.
The 0-2 pitch, foul. Dazzle's done a really nice job of mixing up his pitches through the first couple of innings. We'll check swing foul, and Thompson will stay alive. The Rapids have been able to hit him 4 hits through 2 innings. But so far, nothing to show for it on the board.
And again, this is an opportunity to continue that and make a base hit count to score a run.
Thompson reaches out, pokes that one to center. It'll fall in front of Ryan Davidson. Run will score, and Domovic all the way over to third. A big RBI single for Cody Thompson.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting by Thompson. He's able to drive that one back up, get it to fall in front of Davidson.
Just no chance to field this one. Reach, went down after it, and doesn't have to be hit that hard. Just hit it where they aim.
That's his 10th run batted in of the season. Another opportunity for Justin Reeves, who's been hitting the ball well this season too.
Domovic, the tying run at third. Fastball misses low, 1-0.
And good job by Reese behind the plate to get a glove on and make sure that it keeps that ball in front of him. A lot of territory behind home plate here.
And now missing high with the off-speed pitch, 2-0. He's looking for that break on that pitch and didn't find it. Stays high, and now he's got to dish a pretty good pitch to a pretty good hitter. 2-0. Down and away, 3-0.
Now this pitch even more, you have to be careful what you throw at 3-0 to Reeves. He has the ability to drive the ball.
Is he green lighted on 3-0? Here comes the fastball. It's in for a strike. I don't think Reeves ever thought about it. Off speed pitch hit high to right. Tuttle tracking, makes the catch. And again, Coon Rapids leaves 2 stranded, but they do get 1 back. 1 run on 3 hits. It's 2-1 Rogers going to the third.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Cheers. Take time to be a dad today.
Sun slowly setting to the west as we play Legion baseball here at Wintercrest.
Again, an opportunity for Coon Rapids to try and tie that game up, but Rogers able to get out of the inning.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the 2 pitchers' lines. I want you to give me a pitch count through 2 innings. Dan Matthews, 2 runs allowed on 4 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Nash Dazzle, 1 run allowed on 5 hits, no runs, no strikeouts. How many pitches? I'll even tell you that Matthews has faced 10, while Dazzle has faced 11. Go.
5.
Caleb Reese pops up the first pitch in foul territory, and he will live to take another swing.
So I'm gonna say Nash has 27 pitches.
27 through 2 innings. That's what you're gonna say?
No, that's a little too high now. I'm thinking about.
Are we talking for which? For Nash Dazzle?
For Nash Dazzle.
Okay.
For 11 hitters, right?
Yep.
And I'm going to say for 24 for.
Pitch down to the
Danny
dirt. It's
Matthews.
1-1.
Wait,
what did you say for Dan
24.
Matthews? You're pretty close on Dan Matthews. 25 pitches, 18 for strikes through 2 innings.
How about for Nash? My
Nash
number's a little
Dazzle
high,
threw
isn't it? I bet.
27 pitches in the second inning alone.
That's right. Okay.
So he's at 47. Ooh, a good
That
breaking
was way
pitch.
off. Where have I been?
Yeah, right? You were only off by 20.
I was thinking of the 1 inning. Oh, you didn't say for 2 innings? I thought.
Yeah, right. Great breaking pitch there for Matthews. Gets him out front 1-2. He's going to go to it again and gets the swinging strikeout to start Caleb Reese as out number 1.
Good way for Danny Matthews to start this inning. Actually, that's a lot of pitches. It's a short roster for Rogers. Just a couple of subs.
Well, and I was more impressed with the numbers for Matthews.
Yeah, 20.
I mean, he faced 6 batters, gave up a run on 3 hits in that first inning, and he only threw 14 pitches, and 11 of them were for strikes. Blows the fastball past Hunter Zwack to start him out 0-1. Another fastball. This one Zwack got a piece of.
Matthews has come out in this inning and really looks strong. Got the first hitter quickly, and now 0-2 here.
Zwack is ground ball to second to short and reached on a fielder's choice. He goes down swinging back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning for Dan Matthews, and now he'll face his counterpart, Nash Dazzle.
Yeah, nice pitch here. And Zwack tried to give it a whack, but he missed.
Dazzle a fly ball to left field in the first inning. Looks at a breaking pitch that broke just right. Strike 1. Fastball misses outside.
I didn't miss by much, but again, he's keeping that pitch roughly in the same vicinity, which is a little lower in the zone, which is what he wants to do.
The 1-1 is up high.
And as soon as I say that, he throws a pitch up high.
Good pitch right there, 2-2. Oh, I guess it's
no,
not.
it's a ball.
I tried to call it. I was wrong. 3-1, big pitch for Matthews. And he's going to give up the first walk of the ball game to Dazzle.
That keeps the inning alive for the Royals. 2 quick outs on strikeouts for Danny Matthews, and then the walk. Adam Noth in as a courtesy runner for Rogers.
Pitch is down low.
See the numbers on Terrace, 1 for 1. In his first at bat, hit a single.
1-0 pitch. Down low again. Reeves a nice dig at the dish.
Well, as strong as he looked on those first two batters, Dan Matthews, he's struggled here in the last two.
And now 3-0. We're going to blame it all on Shapiro. He starts talking.
I start talking about Wally's pitching, and then all of a sudden he's in danger of walking the next two, striking out the first two and walking the next two.
Checks on Dazzle. He's back in time.
That's Knopf. Adam Knopf.
I knew that. Pitch called a strike just on the outside edge. 3-1. Terra's a single his first time up. Would love to duplicate that effort here and start another 2-out rally for the Royals. Called
Another
strike
nice
again, same spot. Full count, 2 out, and Knopf will be off with the pitch. It's down and in, ball 4.
Terrace did a nice job of working that count, getting the walk out of it.
And we're going to slow things down and have a chat.
Pitching coach coming
Dan
out.
Matthews.
Abe Vigoda.
I don't know how you pull fish out of water, but you went there.
I did.
So a little conference on the mound before Matthews faces Drew Sagehorn. Got Sagehorn to ground out to second base to end the first inning. Fastball in for a strike to start Sagehorn out 0-1. Runners at first and second and 2 out. A 2-1 lead for the Royals here in the top of the third inning. Just misses low.
Matthews definitely does not want to let a run coming in here with 2 away. Just wants to be concerned about that hitter at the plate.
This one high and barely, not even out of the infield. Joe Lewis makes the easy squeeze, and the Royals leave a pair stranded. They still lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
So some early work looks like going on in the Coon Rapids bullpen. Meat of the order due up here in the third for the home team. The heavy hitting southpaw Joe Lewis. Made the last out in the top half of the inning, now hoping to lead off the bottom half with a big bomb. fooled by the curve. Got way out in front of that, did get a little bit of a piece of it, but he's quickly behind in the count 0-2. Oh, way high, and no.
That got away from him a little bit.
Never a thought or a feeling of having a thought at going after that pitch.
No.
And now down in the dirt, 2-2. Dazzle had a couple of pitches to play with. He's done that. And now back to even at 2-2. Comes to the fastball. Lewis will ground it to Groff at first. He will get to the bag for out number 1.
Groff doing a nice job of keeping his body against that high bounce that came to him. And as you mentioned, taking it himself and recording that first out. A nice job of snaring that ground ball.
Well, his heads-up base running is the reason for the lead right now.
The difference, absolutely.
Mike Zimbeck singled first time up. Curveball didn't curve, stayed up and in. And now pitch in the dirt, 2-0.
Not a lot of power on this squad. Only 8 home runs on the season.
That was a homestand for Shapiro in the day.
Back in the day. It was a doubleheader back in the day.
Well, I thought maybe a 3-game.
No, doubleheader, one near a doubleheader.
4-pitch walk to Mike Zimbeck. And Coon Rapids has a base runner here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Jake Hansen grounded to 3rd, ending the 3rd inning or 1st inning. Looks at a pitch outside, and all of a sudden, it's Dazzle struggling to find the zone.
Coon Rapids looking to see if they can take advantage of that situation. With 1 out and a runner at first.
Fastball hit back toward the left side, deep to his left is Sagehorn, and the throw across is in time for out number 2.
Good throw in the dirt and the ground ball, able to get it over to first. Looked like he had the opportunity to beat it out.
It was a very close play.
It was close.
Moves the runner to second, but 2 away for Ray Wellner. First pitch high, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. And now 3-0. Runner at second, 2 out, a 3-0 count to Ray Wellner. Taking all the way, and it's a belt high strike.
If Dazzle throws here, behind in the count 3-1.
I can almost guarantee what he's going to
be a
throw.
fastball.
It's going to be a baseball.
Or a pitch. You could have said a pitch.
3-1.
You're funny.
Misses high, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. We'd seen no walks through 2 innings, now 2 for each pitcher in the 3rd.
Puts a little pressure on Dazzle now here with runners at first and second, 2 away. Holding on to that 1-run lead.
Matthews able to avoid any more damage in the top of the inning. This one rolled to short, scooped by Sagehorn. The throw in the dirt, bobbled, and we're going to continue playing. And Sagehorn just tried to go a little too soft. Knew he had plenty of time and throws it in the dirt. Bases loaded.
Yeah, which should have been an out. As Sagehorn able to pick it up, and you're right, he just kind of lofted it there, and it dropped in front of Groff, and not able to hold on to it. We got bases loaded.
And now Tate Andrews, he went down swinging in his first AB. Now with the bases loaded, his team trailing by 1 and 2 out. Pitch is outside. You know, a pitcher who's struggling to find the zone a little bit here. He finally gets what should be a very routine ground ball to get him out of the inning. But he can't let that affect him. He's got to focus and come back strong. And here's a fastball driven to center. Davidson back on it, though. Makes the catch. Coon Rapids leaves the bases stranded. 2 walks and an error. But no damage done. And it's still 2-1 Rogers as we head to the 4th.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. Because we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Puppet dogs and ballparks, they just go together. Get the hot dogs and the apple pie. It's America, folks.
Look, he said, hello, go. Hello, go. See?
Dogs of all sizes, apparently. See a couple more down the third base line as well. Ryan Groff leading off. You know what he did first time leading off? First pitch he saw in the second inning. He got a ground ball single to left field. He turned it into a triple. He scored a run. It is right now the difference in the ball game.
Charlie Hustle.
Yeah, he just paid attention, saw the Rapids weren't fielding it with any sort of urgency. Forced to play at second, which turned into an error, which got him to third. And he scored on the ground ball by Tony Tuttle. Here it is, 1-1, leading off the 4th inning.
Oh, nice
His
pitch
team
there.
again leading by just 1. It was a very nice curveball from Matthews right into the zone. Gets him back ahead in the count, 1-2. Fastball chopped left side, second hop, Essler. The throw is a little bit high, but Lewis has it for out number 1.
See the ground ball, and Essler, who isn't the everyday shortstop for this team, but able to get it over to Joe Lewis.
Well, it looked like that might carry a little bit too high coming out of his hand, but within reach. And now Tony Tuttle, a ground ball to short his first time up, looks at a strike. Big swing and comes up empty, 0-2.
Matthews throwing that heat.
Well, half swing by Tuttle. No look down. No, he was able to check it.
Big smile on his face. He's just able to hold up on it.
That's a strike. But he has new life, 1-2. At least he has it for one more pitch. And he's going to get caught looking. Third strikeout of the ball game for Dan Matthews.
Oh, nice pitch right at the knees.
Jake Moss, a ground ball to second, his first time up, fouls this one off out of play. Down and in, evens the count. Haven't seen a 1-2-3 inning for either pitcher thus far. Matthews hoping this is the first.
Oh, Justin Reeves took the worst of that pitch, shaking that off.
Inside pitch goes to 2-1.
He's working the glove hand. Got hit on the hand from that with that pitch.
Moss reaches out and pokes that one foul out of play, 2-2. Kind of out in front of that one and then just kind of stopped his bat, made sure he made contact. Fastball and a little check swing foul.
Moss trying to keep this at bat alive here with 2 away.
Too much break on that one, and it's full count down and in. Fastball rolled to the left side, in on it is Essler. Scoops, throws, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Royals. Rapids trying to come back from a 2-1 deficit in the bottom of the 4th after this.
When you watch CTN News, you'll notice we're different. It's about the people, the places, the stories that affect your life.
We're local. We focus on the local communities, the local issues, and the local stories.
They're the stories that impact you, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
It's the people, the places, and the events that make CTN so interesting.
It's about connecting you to your community, one story at a time.
Good one, son.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing.
Wow! I'm so proud of you, son.
And then we went on Thunder Shark.
That was awesome! Let's go again.
3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Oh, not again.
Moving to the bottom of the 4th, we continue our coverage of dogs at the park. There they are. A couple of them. First pitch of the innings, fly ball from Demovic out to Davidson. And a quick out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, kind of a lazy fly ball to Davidson. Didn't have to move very much to record the out.
So back to the top of the order for Coon Rapids, Cody Thompson. RBI single his last time up. Fastball misses inside, 2-0. Dazzle doesn't take a lot of time between pitches.
He does not. He's a fast worker.
Likes to deal, and that one got him. Free base for Cody Thompson.
Cody was almost hit his last at bat, so now an opportunity to get back. Any way you can get on base, you do. You take one for the team.
Well, I don't even know if this really got him as much as it just got his jersey.
Yep, that's all it takes.
Saw him pull the jersey, look at the ump. The ump said, yep. Justin Reeves 0 for 2. Looking for a big hit here. Down and away, though.
Well, it's a good spot for Reeves at 0-2 here in this situation. It's a pretty good hitter. Averages are in his favor.
That one's foul. One and one. Runner is off, pitch is up high. Throw is there, but it bounces away from Moss. And Thompson in with a stolen base.
Yeah, a good throw from the catcher probably would have had him. We'll see it again here.
Well, he had to hurry that throw because it was an off-speed pitch.
But yeah, a pitch right on the base would have had him.
Well, either way, whether it was the throw or the catch,
either
the play
way
was not made and the runner is safe.
Absolutely.
At second base.
Absolutely.
And now a 3-1 count to Justin Reeves, perhaps a bigger concern for the Royals as Dazzle is struggling to find the zone and thought he was heading to first. Instead, a late call for a strike, and it's a full count.
Yeah, big smile on his face. That I thought that was a free pass.
Dropped just as it crossed the plate for strike 2. Still a big pitch here for Nash Dazzle. Fastball is outside, ball 4.
That time, Justin Reeves is not even going to look back at our official. Just took off for the base. Noah Wolf, the courtesy runner at first base.
Thompson at second, representing the tying run. Wolf able to cross the plate, and that would put Coon Rapids in front for the first time. Joe Lewis 1 for 2. Bends away from one inside.
Noah Wolf, another player who possesses some nice speed on the base pass at first. You got a couple of speedy runners out there in Wolf and Thompson.
You don't usually use the slow guys as your courtesy runners.
Well, this is true.
1-0 and a miss up high for Dazzle. 2-0. Another miss, and it's 3-0.
Now a little trouble here for Dazzle. Just one away.
Well, he got out with the first pitch of the inning, a fly ball to center. Since then, a hit batter, a walk, and now a 3-0 count to Joe Lewis.
He's going to take a walk out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. You're at 3-0. I'm sure Lewis will watch this one go by. There's, you see, the pretty even 40 balls, 40 strikes, 80 pitches total. And we're not through 4.
In there for a strike. Lewis was about to toss his bat. Instead, he'll stand in again. That one ripped through the hole on the right side. They will send Thompson. And he is in safely to tie the game. Over to third is Wolf. An RBI single for Joe Lewis.
A nice piece of hitting by Lewis, able to get the RBI and give his team the tie here with that second run for Coon Rapids. And Wolf on his horse, making it all the way over to third. Brings up another pretty good hitter in Mike Zimbeck.
Zimbeck has singled and a walk in the ball game so far. This one hammered to left. Late jump on it by Terez, and it's over his head. One run is going to score. Lewis is going to stay at 3. An RBI double for Mike Zimbeck.
Oh, nice piece of hitting as he jumped off all over the first offering he saw. Dalzell gives Coon Rapids the 3-2 lead. Solid double. No opportunity for Terez in left field.
First pitch to Jake Hansen, down and away, 1-0. He had late, kind of a tough time of day to get that read off the bat, and by the time he really picked it up, it was over his head.
Well, and hit it on a rope, and it went out there quickly.
Mm-hmm. Hansen looking for his first hit of the ball game, reached on a fielder's choice in the first, and a ground out in the third, and this one sneaks under the glove of Zwack, and they're going to push the second run home, and Zimbeck will score a 2-run single for Jake Hansen and a 5-1 lead, or 5-2 lead for the Rapids.
Solid base hit by Hansen. 2 more RBI for him. That gives him 19 on the season. And the head coach, Ryan Golden, coming out to talk to his pitcher. Gives Coon Rapids a 5-2 lead.
And it's 5 straight that have reached. Started with the hit batter Cody Thompson, then the walk to Justin Reeves. Single for Lewis, double for Zimbeck, and a single for Hansen, producing the runs. And that's what you like to see with the meat of your order. Top guys set the table. And the heart of the order sat down to dinner. It's a 5-2 lead. Breaking pitch misses down and away to Ray Wellner. Wellner, a single and a walk in his 2 appearances. Good fastball there from Dazzle, 1-1.
Yeah, Dazzle trying to work that outside portion of the plate with that fastball. Nice pitch.
And now down in the dirt. Skips away. That throw is there as long as he held on to it, and he did. And a good throw down from Caleb Reese. This one really didn't get very far away from him. Hansen, I think, thought it was further away from the catcher than it was. And a good job coming over to field it for Jake Moss and holding on through the slide to get the out. And with that fastball, a 2-2 count. Well, the board says 2-1.
It also says 1 out.
It also says 1 out. Good point.
No, there's 2 outs.
And there are 2 strikes. This one foul and out of play. Good
nice
curveball right in there and froze Wellner for the 3rd out. But a big inning for the Rapids. They score 4. They have a 5-2 lead as we head to the 5th.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Adopt them all. Dogs, cats, kids.
Parrots.
Parrots.
Parrots need homes.
Your home better than mine.
Tony Tuttle warming up in the bullpen for the Royals squad.
Top of the order for the Royals here in the top of the fifth, looking to respond to that 4-run fourth for the home team. First pitch fastball, fouled back out of play.
Oh, nice spot for Danny Matthews to be in. His when he left the mound last time, he was down 2-1. His squad now 5-2 lead for post 334.
And able to get his first 1-2-3 inning in the fourth, hoping to keep his streak going here in the fifth. Good start, getting out ahead in the count to the leadoff man, 0-2. Davidson singled and scored in the first, popped out in the second. Trying to start something for his team here in the fifth. On 2 hops, Wellner the throw, and that's out number 1.
Good strong throw by Ray Wellner to get the first out.
And now Caleb Reese, also 1 for 2. Went down swinging his last time at the plate. Can't catch up to the fastball on the first pitch. Yeah, 3-run lead makes it a little bit easier to go out there and just try and throw strikes and let your defense work. 1-1.
Pitch just a little bit outside. That one a little bit inside. Trying to work both sides of the plates against Reese here.
Two-1 fastball is fouled back and out of play. One thing we noticed at the Metro game the other night, a smaller crowd and an older crowd, so not a lot of young kids to run after all the foul balls. I sent Jeremy after.
I was
most.
just going to say, you must have had Jeremy to do that for you. He's the size of a young kid. As tall as a young kid.
Two pitches down and in, and a full count to Caleb Reese. This one hit back up the middle. Matthews can't get to it. Essler scoops, throws on the run. Good scoop by Lewis at first, and there's your second out.
It was Dumovic. On the play.
That's what I meant.
Yep.
What did I say?
You said Essler, but that's okay because Essler usually plays second base. We'll let you go on that one.
He's at short.
He is at short
tonight.
Yeah,
I knew
correct.
that.
A nice scoop by Lewis. Route number 2.
Skied right side, long run, Lewis and Reeves, and it will get out of play.
Good hustle by those two players. Try and get over there and catch that. See if they can get that in within the field. You always have to be concerned about that fence.
Fouled on the third base line this time. And again, Matthews able to get an 0-2 count. Zweig out in front of the off-speed pitch and fouls it off again, 0-2. I almost said 0-3 there. It's not how it works.
No, it's definitely not how it works.
That's why I stopped myself.
I appreciate that.
But then I had to point it out.
Well,
it's funny.
It is funny.
What do you call this game?
Cricket.
That was the joke on Monday night. 0-2 up high.
What was the joke on Monday night? Cricket?
Similar to cricket, only
different.
Only different.
Interesting.
Apparently Jeremy Smith, a big cricket fan. Another two-strike foul by Hunter Zwack, keeping this at bat and this inning alive for the Royals, who now trail 5-2.
Well, Jeremy thought they were the kind of crickets that are outside, and he wasn't sure exactly which form of cricket.
No, he's astute in the game, and a fan and a scholar of cricket.
A cricket scholar.
Correct.
Huh. I did not know that.
Now you do. 2-2 to
appreciate it.
Zwack. High fly to left field. Long run. But Thompson is there for out number 3. Coon Rapids back at the plate with a 5-2 lead when we return for the bottom of the 5th. The Rogers Royals came out quickly and got a run in each of the first 2 innings, scoring on a fielder's choice by Hunter Zwack to start the scoring. And then an RBI ground out by Tony Tuttle scored Ryan Groff, whose hustle made that play. The Coon Rapids came back, got 1 back in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and then had a big rally in the 4th. 3 straight hits, including a big RBI double by Mike Zimbeck and a 2-run single by Jake Hansen that snuck just under the diving third baseman. Has us where we are now with Coon Rapids leading 5-2.
Yeah, very productive inning for Coon Rapids. See if they're going to see if they can repeat that effort here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Bottom part of the order will lead off. Matt Essler reached on a fielder's choice and then scored the first run of the game for the home team. Reached on an error in the 3rd. Looks at a changeup, strike 1. Fastball in the dirt, evens the count.
Yeah, we saw Tony Tuttle warming up earlier. And that arm loose in case he needs to be brought in.
That one kind of in on the hand, fisted on a fly to short. Moss takes his time, makes a good throw for out number 1. bring up Tate Andrews, a strikeout and a flyout. His first couple of times facing Dazzle. Looks at a fastball, strike one.
Nice offering from Dazzle.
Well, I think it's crucial for him here to throw first pitch strikes. When he got in all that trouble, he was behind in the count most of that last inning, especially after he hit Cody Thompson.
Yeah, he'd also like to have a quick inning here and get his squad back to the plate as they are trailing by 3.
Inside, 2-1. Up high, 3-1.
Dazzle out with the opportunity here to lose Andrews, and he is. He's going to issue the walk, 1 away.
4th walk of the ball game for Dazzle. And that'll bring up Jake Tomovic. Tomovic, first pitch of the 4th inning, a fly ball to center field. He singled back in the 2nd. Looks at a pitch outside here. This one hammered back through the middle. Moss made a good effort but can't get to it. Andrews had to hold up a little bit. But a solid base knock from Jake Tomovic. 2 for 3 out of the number 9 spot. Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's pretty good. He can get those kind of numbers out of your batter, number 9. That's a good effort. And we're going to see Ryan Gaulden go to the mound again. I think this is going to be it for Nash Dazzle. So Tuttle will come into pitch.
And we will step away while he gets prepared. We'll be back with more of the 5th inning after this on CTN.
When you watch CTN News, you'll notice we're different. It's about the people, the places, the stories that affect your life.
We're local. We focus on the local communities, the local issues, and the local stories.
They're the stories that impact you, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
It's the people, the places, and the events that make CTN so interesting.
It's about connecting you to your community, one story at a time.
Preventing wildfires. That's all Smokey wants for his 70th birthday.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
You don't need to bring the camera to the ballpark when CTN is here. You can get your copy in HD Blu-ray at ctnstudios.com.
Yeah, they don't even have to look at us, which is really a treat.
So Tuttle comes in, and here it's pair of runners, only 1 out.
And Dazzle's going
and facing the top of the order.
Dazzle's going to go out to right, so those two will change spots.
Pitch called to strike at the knees. Cody Thompson, 1 for 2, an RBI single back in the second, was hit by a pitch and scored a run in that 4-run fourth. Drops down a good bunt, and it is going to spin foul, though. And it'll go to 1-2.
If that had stayed fair, we would have bases loaded. There's no way with Thompson's kind of speed, he would have easily.
And really where that was,
that
I think Reese's best play may have been to third, and Andrews, that's where he was looking. I don't know if Andrews, it would have been a closer play. There's no way he would have turned and had a chance on Thompson at first. But either way, it's a moot point. It's a 1-2 count. Tuttle kicks and fires, and this one hit back through the middle, and it's going to drop in the outfield. A single will load him up with only one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Again, nice piece of hitting.
And
right a part of the lineup, and then the leadoff gets on, and now you have bases loaded for Justin Reeves.
Yeah, and right back at that part of the order that did all the damage in the last inning. This is a soft single back through the middle. Nothing to it. Justin Reeves walked, his run scored. This one belted through the left side of the infield. One run is going to score, and that'll be it. As Coach Yell holds Domovic up at third, but an RBI single for Reeves on the first pitch he sees.
You get Noah Wolf again coming out as a courtesy runner, but again, piece hitting, just a quick swing on that first pitch. Leads to an RBI, 6-2 lead now for Coon Rapids, and bases remain loaded with just one away.
And the heavy hitter coming up. Lewis been known to put some power numbers up from the left side. Good opportunity for that power here, but the fastball is high and away. 1-0.
Nice night for Joe. 2 for 3, couple of singles and a run scored.
Drove one in as well.
Yep.
Swings underneath that fastball, and it's 1-1. Got a piece of that, fouls it back, and it's 1-2.
Now an opportunity for Tuttle heading the count at 1-2. Would be a big out if he could record it here.
One already across, but the base is loaded. Still only one out here. Coon Rapids leading 6-2 in the 5th. Flips that one foul out of play.
Again, this is important. Lewis getting a piece of it, keeping his at-bat alive.
This one hit right at Groff, had some trouble with it, but able to record the out at first. Everybody advances, another run comes home.
Again, got a piece of it and had the wherewithal to be able to make sure he recovered it and stepped on the bag for the out.
Well, it got to him
nice shot
pretty
down
quick,
the baseline,
and he able to knock it down, but then in recovering, just no other play but getting the sure out, and it's a big second out.
It is a huge second out. It does score the run, but you can get out of the inning here with just a couple across.
Thompson at third, Wolf at second, and Mike Zimbeck coming up at a RBI double in the 4th inning. It's 2 for 2 with a walk. Double and an RBI.
A little twitch, thought about it. Watched it go by.
Got out in front of the off-speed pitch, and that'll even the count 1-1. Down in the dirt and all the way to the backstop. Thompson is going to trot home on that one. Just so much foul territory and
there really is
so much speed for Cody Thompson. He'll score on the wild pitch. It's the first one we've seen tonight. Wolf moves to third, and it goes to 2-1 against Mike Zimbeck.
Yeah, no opportunity for Reese whatsoever.
This one popped up. Long run will stay. No. Great effort going to the dirt for it by Reese. It's right in the spot.
Watch the
It's
effort here.
nearly impossible for us to see it here.
Right, you got to be concerned by that, about that fence as well. So, but yeah, great effort. So he went to the knees to try and bring that one in.
It's 2-2. Down and away at a full count.
Oh, good stop by Reese as well. Backhands that low pitch.
And a big swinging third strike will end the inning, but 3 more on the board, and Coon Rapids has pushed its lead to 8-2 as we head to the 6th on CTN.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Back at the ballpark, and a nice breeze has come in. Apparently cool enough to break out the Spidey blanket.
Wow.
So Dan Matthews has retired the last 7 he's faced. He's retired 12 of the last 14. All right. The check swing foul by Dazzle.
That one almost took Dara's head off.
Yeah, 12 of the last 14. The only 2 that have reached base were the back-to-back walks in the third. Make you consider that getting into your groove. Good pitch right there. Completely froze Dazzle, and it's an 0-2 count. Tried to break it over again, but misses wide, 1-2. 4 hits in the game for the Royals, but none since the leadoff man in the second inning, and a good fastball called a strike. 4th K on the board for Dan Matthews.
Dazzle didn't think so. He looked at our official and said, "I thought that one was a little high."
No way.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Pitch.
I agree.
Mike Terez has not been retired yet. Singled in the first and walked in the third.
fished for that one.
He did. He twisted him up with the curveball as Terez was out in front and just got a piece of it. 0-2. Fastball down and in. Down low, 2-2.
Reeves thought he had him.
He did. He was ready to throw down, but did not get the strike call, and it's a full count.
See that one again.
Just a little low.
Just a little low. Not by much. Got him there.
Got him swinging on
nice pitch.
Curveball again.
That curve really fooled Terez that time.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning.
Look at that drop.
That'll bring up Drew Sagehorn, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop-up. Fastball fouled back.
Oh.
Tried to float that one in there and just missed. 1-1.
Just missed. That was looked like it was a pretty pitch, but just missed that zone.
Fastball way up high. Fastball skied and Shapiro dives.
That is close. Oh, I got my pants dirty.
Captain effort over here. It's amazing the things you do off camera. Never out of the game. Howie Shapiro.
Dust that dirt off my pants. Gotta look good sitting next to you. Gotta look my best when I'm with Joe Young.
2 out and a 2-2 count. Matthews delivers nowhere near and a full count. I don't think that's the one he was going for.
No, I don't think that's the way he drew it up in his mind anyway.
Misses wide and it's ball 4. He had retired 9 straight. Started with back-to-back strikeouts, and he allows a base runner here with 2 outs. A walk to Drew Sagehorn, 3rd allowed by Matthews in the contest. And now he'll face Ryan Groff, who has the last hit of the ballgame for the Royals. A single, a nice solid single that he hustled into a double and then got the error over to 3rd and then scored the last run for the Royals. At that time, giving them a 2-0 lead.
That's been all Coon Rapids since then.
Another one up high, 2-0.
The home furniture truck just pulled in with a new Barca lounger.
Runners off, pitches outside, throw is not in time. A stolen base for Sagehorn. And a 3-0 count to Groff.
See, again, Reeves got rid of the ball fairly quickly, but a nice jump by Sagehorn.
Pitch is in for a strike. Groff taking all the way at 3-0.
was looking to try and climb back into this one, down by 6.
And that's ball 4. Back-to-back walks. After back-to-back strikeouts, that's exactly the way the third inning started. In that third inning, he got the 5th batter to pop up to first. We'll see what he does here against Tony Tuttle. Now, Tuttle, the new pitcher for the Royals, trying to help his team and help himself. Still with a 9-inning game, plenty of game remains, but they cannot allow opportunities to slip away. Fastball in for a strike by Dan Matthews.
Yeah, nice pitch right at the knees.
And Tuttle will follow one back and out of play. 0-2.
Well, an opportunity for Matthews to put those 2 walks behind him. Heading the count 0-2. Just get Tuttle at the plate. And the threat.
Pitch is in the dirt, skips to the backstop. Both runners are going to advance. Big turn at third by Sagehorn, but it'll put 2 into scoring position. A 1-2 count now. Fastball called strike, and the inning is over. So again, Matthews able to pitch around a couple of walks. And Coon Rapids back at the plate with an 8-2 lead when we return on CTN.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny. That's not a flower.
We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
So what you want to do is, have you already enrolled? You're 25.
What did that just do?
Select the drop-down menu, I guess. Wait. It's like you're already enrolled. Example here, so don't panic. You're ready to make your payment. Submit. There it is.
Oh my God! I really can't believe it.
That's awesome. Good for you.
A look at the gentle breeze blowing in from left center. A very pleasant evening. And Coon Rapids a relatively comfortable 8-2 lead as we get ready to start the bottom half of the 6th.
11 base hits for Coon Rapids as well.
Well, and I was just looking at it. Dan Matthews, the last 19 batters, has only allowed 4 base runners, and those have both been back-to-back walks in that 3rd and now 6th innings.
Well, Joe, you know who's playing first? It's Sam Ripley, believe it or not. I've been waiting. Neil and I, Highlights and I, were planning that one since before the game started.
Tuttle comes out with a fastball to Jake Hansen, strike 1. Hansen, a 2-run single his last time up, now leading off. Trying to keep the big inning rolling. A 4-run 4th, a 3-run 5th. A couple of crooked numbers back to back, and that was kind of a crooked swing.
It was a crooked swing.
Curveball, and it's 0-2.
Again, and Tuttle just wants to come in here and be efficient. Try and get a quick inning for his team as this game is Move to the bottom of the 6th. Nice pitch there.
Great pitch right there, and he gets the 3-pitch strikeout. His second. And now he'll face Ray Wellner. Chases a high fastball, 0-1.
1 for 2 on the evening for Wellner. Joe Lewis warming up in the bullpen for Coon Rapids.
Well, they bring some left-handed relief in for their left-handed starter, who's had a dandy of a day. A little soft liner, but out of the reach of the shortstop Sagehorn, and a 1-out single for Ray Wellner.
Nice piece of hitting by Wellner's, reached out up over shortstop Drew Sagehorn. Coon Rapids has a 1-out single.
Matt Essler scored back in the 2nd inning. Has reached base 2 of the 3 plate appearances, but has yet to get a hit. Pretty good fastball by Tuttle. Gets him ahead in the count, 0-1. And then he spins one out in front of Essler that his swing came nowhere near, 0-2. Able to foul back the fastball, though. It'll stay 0-2.
I'll Tuttle with a pitch to give in this situation. See if he can get Essler to maybe chase a little something.
1 out, 1 on. Coon Rapids already a big 8-2 lead here in the 6th. Down and away. And he did not.
Did not chase it.
Go chasing after that.
No, he did not.
Chase the runner Wellner back at first. Good fastball in for a strike. It's a called 3rd strike. 3rd strikeout and 7 batters for Tony Tuttle. So I think Essler thought that one was down and away.
I think he's right.
Andrews high fly to left field. Back is Terez. He's there for the catch. And that will be the 3rd out. We'll go to the 7th. It's Coon Rapids 8. Rogers 2. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Kids will spend 8 minutes decorating their little brother.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Lights in full effect as we get ready to start the 7th here at Wintercrest. 8 unanswered runs for Coon Rapids. as Dan Matthews has really done a great job of getting in a rhythm and keeping them off balance the last several innings.
Yeah, we saw Joe Lewis warm up in between innings, but Danny's going to stay on the mound. Lewis stays at first. I think an opportunity if he had to bring him in. He's already warmed up a little bit.
Jake Moss, the number 9 hitter, fouls off another one. 0-2. Looking for his first hit. A pair of ground outs. One to second, one to short. Didn't miss by much, but Moss wisely holds off. It's 1-2. Curveball drops on the top of the plate. Nice stop by Reeves. 2-2.
Tried to bring that one inside, Joe, but.
And after an 0-2 start, it's a full count. So nice job, good patience by Jake Moss. Fouls this one off, and we'll try it again. Time to recover some baseballs.
Yep. Plate official now
fully stopped.
Ready to go.
Full count. And another foul ball. This one will stay in the playing field, though. So a great battle to start the inning for Jake Moss. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it'll be ball 4.
Not what Dan Matthews wanted to accomplish here to start inning number 7. Puts the leadoff hitter on base with a free pass.
And that flips the Royals order. Ryan Davidson 1 for 3, singled and scored in the first 3 of the 4 hits for the Royals coming in that first inning. High fly to not very deep right. Coming in on it is Zimbeck. He's there for out number 1.
Quick first out here after the free pass. Got underneath that pitch, and Zimbeck running in on it for that first down.
Bring up the catcher, Caleb Reese, 1 for 3. Single back in the first, a strikeout in the third, and a ground out in the 5th. And he's hit by the pitch. Second hit batter of the ball game. 1 for each team. And now a little danger for Rogers here with runners at first and second and only 1 out.
Didn't seem too pleased about getting hit.
I don't think anyone ever is.
No.
But at least it was that pitch and not a fastball.
Correct.
Big swinging strike for Hunter Zwack. Drove in a run with a fielder's choice back in the first. Since then, a strikeout and a flyout. Now with 2 on and only 1 out. Great stop by Reeves right there. A pitch in the dirt.
Ryan Davidson getting some throwing in the bullpen for Rogers.
High fly to left. Back on it is Thompson. Coming in, makes the catch, and no chance for the lead runner, Moss, to tag up at second.
There you see Davidson getting some throws in the bullpen.
Here comes Nash Dazzle. 0 for 2 with a walk. Takes fastball down and in, 1-0. Speed pitch, skied. It'll stay in play in very shallow right. And just into foul territory, Lewis makes the catch. And again, a couple of base runners without the assistance of a hit, but both left stranded. It's still 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th on CTN.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Back at the ballpark as we get into the later part of the ball game. And we do have a new pitcher with Davidson taking over on the hill.
Davidson, as you mentioned, taking over the hill. Dazzle going to left. Trying to see who's in center.
Tuttle's back
in right. Yep.
So I'm going to go with Mike Terraz. Looks like it could be. He's tall.
There it is. Yes. Mike Terraz, good job.
Way to go.
Good job, Joe Tall.
One time, and I don't know how many tries I get it right. So get this, the last essentially 6 innings, no hits, 4 walks, 5 walks, and a hit batter for Dan Matthews. 18 outs, he's allowed no hits, 6 base runners, all stranded. Jake Domovic leading off the 7th to get first one to get a look at Davidson. A first pitch curveball was well inside. Comes back with a little more heat, but down and away, 2-0.
Good numbers.
Domovic 2 for 3.
Yeah, good numbers for him.
Hey, you like that out of your number 9 guy?
Yep, number 9.
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 Took us until the 7th inning.
Wait to the 9th.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Big 3-0 pitch, and Domovic taking all the way. Davidson able to find the zone, 3-1. And that is ball 4. Leadoff walk for Jake Domovic.
Not the way Davidson wanted to start his first inning of work, walking the leadoff hitter, bringing it back to the top of the lineup.
And Cody Thompson is dangerous. He's reached base 3 times, scored twice. 2 for 3 in the game with an RBI as well. Shows bunt, pulls it back, called a strike. The throw down is in time, and they got Domovic off.
Nice throw down by Reese.
That one worked to perfection. A bluffed bunt.
Oh, he looked like he slid underneath that, didn't he?
Apparently not.
No, not.
Believe it or not, Ripley got the tag there.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, Howie is questioning the officiating. 0-2 now as Thompson fouls that off.
Believe it or not, that never happens, ever. It's a first. It's a first.
And a called third strike. Thompson knew it immediately.
All of a sudden, 2 quick outs.
That'll bring up Justin Reeves. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored.
But Thompson knew it.
Yes, he did. Immediately.
Yep.
Oh. But I think he felt the same way when he pulled the bunt back. That, oh, I should have dropped that. First pitch to Justin Reeves up high, 1-0. And now missing down and away.
1 for 3.
Got a piece of that one. It's 2-1. Curveball had plenty of movement, but did not find the zone. 3-1. Down low, ball 4, second walk of the inning. And here comes Noah Wolf to run. I like being a courtesy runner for a guy that gets on base a lot.
Yeah, you get a lot. You're guaranteed a lot of work.
Now Joe Lewis, 2 for 4, 2 RBI, 1 run scored. Up high, 1-0.
Another throw down from Reese.
Yeah, I think they're on to the fact that Reese can be aggressive and's got a pretty good arm. One 0 pitch in for a called strike.
Nice pitch right at the knees.
Curveball hit past the
That's
right
fair.
side. It was fair. Just found that line. Wolf will go to third. Another single for Joe Lewis, and this inning continues.
Shot down the line.
Well, and Ripley was
Believe it
playing
or
pretty tight to the line, and still Lewis able to sneak it down there.
I think it bounced over his, I believe, did it bounce over? It was under his glove.
Third hit of the ball game for Joe Lewis, and that'll bring up Mike Zimbeck. Outside. Runners at the corners with 2 away. Thought about it, maybe should have.
Yeah, it was.
As that off-speed pitch found the zone for a called strike.
It did. It did.
Curveball hit hard, knocked down by Zwack at third. The throw across in time, and great recovery to get the third out. Coon Rapids leaves a couple stranded. We go to the 8th. Rapids up 8-2 on CTN.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
It's the 8-bit 8th inning. Thank you, Brian Troush. Love me some throwback video game music. It's fantastic.
There you see Joe Lewis on the mound for Coon Rapids. Tate Andrews going to take over for him at first base. Lewis's number in the year. He's got a 2-1 record with a 4.82 earned run average. He's pitched 18 2/3 innings, given up 19 hits, 14 runs, 10 of them earned. Walked 7, struck out 14.
And he will face Terrace, Sagehorn, and I would guess Ripley in the spot that we have seen Ryan Groff at. Big swinging strike for Terrace.
They see the numbers for Terrace on the evening. 1 for 2, a single and a walk.
This one hit off of Lewis, and no chance for anyone to make a play. That'll be an infield single.
Yeah, right back at him.
Caught him off the back of the left ankle.
Yeah, not much anybody can do.
And that was the look on his face, like, oh man, it had to go right there. He was just trying to get out of the way. Couldn't do so, and just no chance for Essler to get there. And now Drew Sagehorn walked his last time up. This one misses low.
For 2 with the walk.
This one fouled back and out of play. And it's 1-1. Check the runner, and Terra's back in plenty of time. Fastball called a strike, and Lewis able to get ahead in the count 1-2. High pop up short left. Back on it is Essler. He's there for the first out.
Good job by Essler, just backing a little up from his shortstop position, making the catch.
It will be Sam Ripley, believe it or not.
We're going to exhaust that one tonight.
Maybe our
believe it or not.
Believe it or not. Maybe our last chance to call the name.
Yes, absolutely.
Although with playing it first, you typically get a chance or two to say it. Up high, 1-0. Down low now, 2-0. Now 2-1. alien-sounding water bottle that I drink from, apparently.
I know
Good
the dogs
pitch right
heard it.
there. It's 2-2. Off-speed pitch, fouled and stuck in the fence.
Another good opportunity for Stretch Armstrong.
Correct.
Knock that ball
or
right.
Mr. Fantastic.
Or Mr. Fantastic.
Just happens to be the same character from a different comic strip. Or Inspector Gadget. Good call, Hennon. 2-2 pitch. And that tied him up for strike 3 and out number 2. Great pitch right there from Joe Lewis. And now he'll face Tony Tuttle. Tuttle 0 for 3. Drove in a run with a ground out in the second. Since then, punched out twice.
First time here against Joe Lewis.
First pitch. Fly to short center, and it's going to fall right in no man's land for a base knock.
Right in front of Jake Hansen.
Great effort from Essler running out from short as well, but just out of the reach of both. And now Jake Moss. So an infield single and then a little bloop here in the 8th against Lewis. The first hits for Rogers since the leadoff man in the second inning. Fastball misses inside, 1-1. Nice pitch right there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah. Good effort from Joe Lewis. Having the count, an opportunity to get out of the inning right here without any damage.
One, kind of a defensive swing out of play. It'll stay 1-2.
Fans had to keep an eye on that one. Heading for the bleachers.
This one chopped in front of the plate. Reeves a little trouble with it, but gains it. Throws down for out number 3. And again, a couple of base runners left stranded for Rogers. They trail 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Believe it or not, that is the shot we come in with for the bottom of the 8th.
I believe it. I believe it.
And Troush continues to rock the 8-bit 8th inning. Davidson on for his second inning of work. Gave up 2 walks and a hit, but no more damage done in that 7th inning. He'll face Hansen, Wellner, and Essler. The scheduled batters for the Rapids. And he'll start Hansen with a strike. Drove in a couple of runs with that one base hit of his back in the 4th inning. Up high, 1-1.
This Rapid squad will have a day off tomorrow. As we talked about, they're heading to Jamestown for the Phil Brown Classic. They will take on Gillette, Wyoming at 4:30 in the afternoon on Friday, and then follow that up with the Jamestown Hometown Post 14 contest at 7 p.m. that evening.
It was a good pitch right there from Davidson, living at the knees, and Zimbeck caught looking for the 2nd time tonight. Bring up Ray Wellner, 2 for 3 with a walk. Doesn't quite catch that corner. Low and away. This one hit high to right. Waiting on it and making the catch is Tuttle for out number 2.
Couple relatively quick outs here for Coon Rapids in their bottom half of the 8th. As you mentioned, that will bring up Essler.
It will. Essler looking for his first hit. He reached his first 2 times up, reached on a fielder's choice. Scored in the 2nd inning. That was the first run of the game for the Rapids. And he reached on an error in the 3rd. Frozen by the hook right there, and it's 0-1. Fouls off the fastball, 0-2.
Quickly behind 0-2.
Full count, floats in there. 2nd strikeout of the inning for Davidson. He gets Coon Rapids 1-2-3. And we go to the 9th. Royals need a rally. We'll see if they can find it next on CTN.
Dad's home.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Well, we're far from perfection here at CTN, but we do enjoy what we do, and we enjoy sharing it with you.
We really do. Yeah, nobody ever accuses us of being perfect.
No.
Maybe the opposite at some times.
Perhaps.
Coon Rapids trying to close this one out now, Joe. Last 3 outs for Rogers here in the top of the 9th.
Well, they do have the top of the order due up here in this inning. But yeah, they need some things to happen well for them. They went 5 innings without a hit. Really 6 full innings without a hit. Got a couple last inning against Joe Louis, but unable to cash in on the opportunity.
That pitch not in the zone. Joe Louis.
No, not quite. That one probably was.
Oh.
We shall never know. It was fouled off by Davidson. Reached out for that one a little bit. Poked it foul, 1-1. I don't think I'll need my sunglasses when I walk home.
I don't think you will.
This one chopped left side. Kind of a weird hop in front of.
Close play.
In front of Wellner, but able to gun him down over to Tate for out number 1. I think got Groff out doing coaching first base now.
He does it all.
Plays a little first, coaches a little first.
He's a base running coach for the squad.
He should be a base running coach for most squads. That is, despite the fact that his team is down 8-2, to me that was by far the most memorable play of the ballgame. Good fastball right there to blow it past Adam Noth. Adam Noth, his first AB of the ball game. This one fouled, and he's quickly behind in the count, 0-2.
Trying to keep that pitch down low, trying to work the portion right at the knees.
Well, and get him to chase something.
Yep.
He's got room to work here, 0-2. Now 1-2. Lewis. And that one's knocked down by Wellner. Nice job getting to it, but no chance to make a play for a 2-out or 1-out single rather for Adam Noth.
You see, as Wellner did get a glove on it and knock it down, with no opportunity for Essler.
And now it's Hunter Zwack. 0 for 4, but he did drive in a run back in the first inning. First pitch in on the hands, popped up. Lewis able to get off the mound and field it himself for out number 2. And now the Royals down to their final out. And Nash Dazzle will dig in.
Well, he dazzled them a little bit in the first couple innings, but not able to keep that magic going.
And the Rogers squad needs a whole lot of dazzle at this point to try and score 6.
They do.
With 2 out. Fastball in for a strike. Start him out 0-1. Inside, skips away from Reeves, and
he's not too concerned.
No. Noth will go over to second. 1-1 to Nash Dazzle. Dazzle out in front of the off-speed pitch. Good pitch there by Joe Lewis. And now it's possibly the final strike. One-two pitch. Slap foul.
Look, he's even chasing the foul balls. Groff.
Does it all, as you said.
He does.
Fastball swung on and missed. Game over. Nice way to end it for Joe Lewis, and a great job pitching, mostly by Mr. Matthews through.
Yes.
From the time they gave up that pretty impressive play leading off the second, from there on, they just pretty much shut him down.
They really did.
And a great win for their coach. You know, we didn't talk about it maybe as much as we should have today, but you know, fitting that Coon Rapids would win this ball game, being the last home game for skipper Tom Yell.
In his illustrious career as the head coach of the Legion Baseball here in Coon Rapids, he's brought so much to this program and done so well over his 36 years of coaching at Coon Rapids, 42 years coaching overall. And he definitely will have left his mark on this program at Coon Rapids,
to say the least. And he will have one more season over at Anoka Ramsey, coaching the Golden Bears, or the Golden Rams, one more season. But that is his final home contest, and I'm glad we could be a part of it. And a great win for his ball club, coming from behind early, and a pretty solid 8-2 victory.
Yeah, that'll move their record to 23-12 on the season, with, as we talked about, the tournament coming up this weekend. They'll be off a couple of days after that, and then they start section play. And I'm not sure if we're doing any section.
I think this is the last Legion game of the summer for us. We do have a couple of Metro games on the schedule the end of this month. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Wintercrest, it's Coon Rapids 8, Rogers 2. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us to continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including the one and only Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.